everywhere she goes, Shiva fights globalization. We met up with her recently at the University of Oregon Law School and its 25th annual Public Interest Environmental Law Conference, where Dr. Shiva was to give a keynote speech, before which she sat down to answer some questions. Among them, doesn't Barun Mitra have a point? That small-scale farming isn't viable.
Farming on small plots of land is viable if it's done without generating super profits for agribusiness and the seed corporation.
But we have a term, a phrase in America, how are you going to keep them down on the farm after they've seen Paris?
But for one indicator, the new National Sample Survey of India, which is the official data collection, shows there's absolutely no growth of employment in urban areas at all. Slums are being cleared out. Earlier, you get flushed out of the rural areas, went and settled in a slum, somehow did some petty servicing, and made a living. Today, for the poor, either it is a dignified and free life as a peasant or nothing, because the options in the cities that used to be able to become the alternative are also closing down under globalization. They have to now become investment centers for foreign direct investment. Cities have to get cleaned up of people.
Now, a lot of married couples without children will do just about anything to have a child, but after one Oregon couple asked a friend to help, they became twice blessed. Early Show national correspondent Hattie Kaufman has the story of this double miracle.
There we go. Oh, and you're such a good girl.
Tasha and John Riddle's home is filled with babies.
You do not like mornings, do you?
But believe me, they don't mind the crying.
How badly did you two want to have kids?
Really bad.
As soon as Tasha and John were married, they tried to start a family. But every time she got pregnant, she'd lose the baby within weeks.
It was very heartbreaking. We'd have a healthy baby at 8, 9, 10 weeks. We'd have an ultrasound every week. And you see a heartbeat, you see the little arms forming and legs and moving. And
you'd be so excited.
Yeah, we were so excited. Then the next ultrasound, there was no heartbeat.
In all, they endured 11 miscarriages.
It was a rare occurrence on the West Coast last night. A tsunami alert was issued from California to Canada. The alarm was sounded after a massive undersea earthquake 90 miles southwest of Crescent City, California. Several thousand people there were evacuated, but in the end, there was no wall of water. Still, officials are convinced they did do the right thing. Here's John Blackstone.
The Pacific rolled in gently today at Crescent City, California, but all the talk in town was of last night's tsunami warning.
The police cars and the fire trucks came by and said, time to evacuate now.
It wasn't frightening until you realize our entire town was headed out of town.
CNN's Drew Griffin has been giving us some fascinating and heartbreaking information and video. He joins us again now from Rogue River. Drew, this is really the first time that we have seen the actual spot where the Kim family was stuck for so long.
And what is incredible, it took us 3 hours to get in there from the town of Merlin, which is no metropolis, Anderson. And you go deeper, deeper into these woods, down this road, down this fork in the road where they made the wrong turn. And then the road goes from pavement to broken pavement to gravel, and then mile after mile of dirt road where the area is so narrow that the sides of our SUV are literally being brushed by the growth here in the forest. And then you all of a sudden come on to the area where you see 4 burned tires. John James, the owner of Black Bar Lodge, couldn't believe just how far these people had come without turning around.
Completely distraught. It would be overwhelming. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, you know, leaving your 2 children and your wife and walking. I guess he headed back this way.
Apparently. Must have been the hardest decision that man ever faced in his life, to leave his wife and his 2 babies in an area where he knew was nothing, and to travel back that kind of distance on his own trying to save them. It's amazing.
It is just a tragedy. Drew, appreciate your hard work on this. Not an easy journey to make, and great camera work by Scott Douglas there and your whole team. So thank you very much. Our best to all of them.
These people are out there and
having fun.
Yeah.
Here now, Andy Kindler at the Sisters Oregon Rodeo. Watch.
That doesn't look that hard. Why is it called the Sisters Rodeo, exactly?
Because of the town of Sisters, where it's located.
Oh, okay. John, you want to come over here for a second? Is this your first rodeo?
Yeah, it is.
Are you excited about being on TV with me?
No.
We have to get up at 5:30 in the morning, right, Frank? And we've got to feed and do things, so
yeah,
we pretty much take care of business here. We don't party up.
Can we hold the neighing, please?